What's up guys, Revamp Reviews here. Today we're going to be recapping what happened at Apple's iPhone event. I'm really excited about this, so let's get into it. So guys, as usual, Tim Cook came out first, the CEO of Apple, and talked about how Apple's coping with the rest of the market and a couple stuff about the Apple's market share and also about Apple retail stores. After that, Craig Federighi, he came out to talk about iOS 7. He talked mostly about the features that we already saw in WWDC, but also covered some really cool new features such as a couple new tweaks in Siri and also new ringtones and improved sound system alerts. We were then told that all iWork and iLife applications for iDevices on iOS were free as expected, that iOS 7 Gold Master Edition would be available to the public on September 18th. Up next, Phil Schiller came up to talk about the new product called the iPhone 5C. Now, we all knew this was coming and it was expected. So the iPhone 5C has all the tech of the iPhone 5, but in a new color and in plastic. Sorry. So the colors were green, white, blue, pink, and yellow. Sadly, no black. It would be made from hard coated polycarbonate, which is a fancy way of saying plastic, and steel reinforced on the inside to use as the antenna. It has a beautiful 4-inch Retina display, which is the same as the iPhone 5. Has the same back camera as the iPhone 5, but a slightly larger battery to compensate with iOS 7. Has a new front-facing FaceTime HD camera, and has custom cases made from rubber for $30, which is a pretty great price. Now, these cases look really cool. I personally love the design of them. You might not agree with me, but yeah, I really love the design of them. You can place your pre-order on Apple's website on Friday the 13th and get it at your doorstep on September the 20th. And then the most expected thing of the show was the iPhone 5S, which Phil Schiller also announced. Now, this phone will come in 3 colors. 2 of them are different. There's the classic white and silver that we all love. There's is a new gold or champagne version, as some people like to call it. It's champagne and white, and also black and space grey, as Apple likes to call it, or the graphite version that we saw in the rumor mill. It is made from the same high graded aluminum and the chamfered edges like the iPhone. The best part for the iPhone 5S for me was on the inside. It has a brand new A7 chip, which is 64 bits. Now, it's the first ever that has been produced on a smartphone, but it will still run older 32-bit apps, which is great. It has a desktop class architecture with 2 times general purpose registers and over 1 billion transistors, which is really very fast. 64-bit chip. It's the first ever on a smartphone, and speeds on that will be blazing. In terms of battery life, we have 10 hours of 3D talk time, 10 hours of LTE browsing, 8 hours of 3G browsing, and 48 hours of music listening. Now, a surprise that we did not expect was a M7 chip, which is basically a motion coprocessor, which will stay next to the A7. Uses gyroscopes, compasses and accelerometers to tell applications on your phone, such as the Nike fitness app, if you are walking, running, taking a car, on the bus or on the train. And this will really help out on the fitness side of iPhone. This is another cool feature that app developers will love and will definitely cherish and work with. Now, going on to the camera. The camera lens has the same 5-element Apple designed lens. It has a 15% larger active area on the sensor, which is great. Sensor's bigger. The bigger the sensor, the better. Bigger pixels, so they're trying to do that ultra pixel thing that HTC did with their HTC One. It is still the same 8 megapixel camera, but as I said, bigger pixels, 1.5 microns. Sets white balance, dynamic tone map, and autofocus with 15 zones. Just like the Samsung Galaxy S3, I think it was, takes multiple photos and picks the best. Now, the phone also has 2 flashes instead of one cold flash and one warm flash. True tonal flash. It combines both flashes for the best color balance, so if you're outside it will change it depending on where you are. HD video, it has 120 frames per second for slow motion, and 180p video. It has a 28 megapixel panorama photo, and it adjusts exposure automatically as you take the panorama picture. But guys, all of that in mind, the biggest news for Apple, and I think the biggest feature, kind of like the new Siri, was Touch ID. Touch ID is basically a key that you have wherever you go. It has a capacitive sensor, which is 170 microns, 500 pixels per inch, and has subepidermal skin layer recognition with 360 degrees readability. It's built right into the home button. We no longer have that concave home button. We have a flat home button. We also have a ring around the home button, which is a tool for detection. We have laser cut sapphire crystal as the home button, and we have a tactile switch as well. So you can use it to authenticate with the iTunes Store. So no more password for the iTunes Store. So we can recognize multiple fingerprints, and which is great if you maybe have kids and you want them to have access to your phone. The fingerprints are never available to any other software in terms of security. You know, this can be a big problem. Never uploaded to Apple service or ever backed up to iCloud. So Apple guarantees this. Let's just hope, you know, there aren't any loopholes, because this can be a very big security risk. So guys, that was the event covered. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you guys want any more information, head on to www.apple.com. There's prices that you can pre-order the phone as well. Thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. It's a big help. Share this video with all of your tech friends, and see you guys later.